Hey y'all.
Welcome to Rum Punch and Beignets with your favorite teedies, TDB and
TD Dime. We're here to give you our unfiltered opinions on current events and everyday life.
So sit back, relax with your favorite drink as we give you this
TD
realness.
Hi guys. Welcome to the very last episode of season 1 of Rum Punch and Beignets podcast. Presented to you by Boot Crew Media. Check them out at bootcrewmedia.com. So first, before we dig into our season finale, that is so crazy to say. Let's get into this Blue Mics, okay? So y'all, we use Blue Mics on every episode. Blue Mics help creators of all kinds find and raise their voices by making the coolest microphones and headphones on the planet. Here at Boot Crew Media, we use Blue Mics on every episode to bring you the professional sound you are hearing right now. So learn more about Blue Mics and to purchase one, check out bluemic.com, okay?
All right. Can you believe that's the last time you're going to say that for like a minute?
Yeah. I've been trying to mentally prepare myself for this episode, to be honest, because we made... It's crazy because we made we really put in a lot of work to get to this episode. We had we done revamped the show schedule, change, added. It's just so much. And it just really blows my mind. We really started a podcast.
I know, right?
Doing a parabola. And I am very proud of us because we didn't let nothing stop us,
Yeah.
Because, during our parabola and hurricane season, in the thick of hurricane season,
right.
we had shows we still had to do. We were still getting them done.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm proud of us. And I could honestly say we had a really great first season full of laughter and learning from each other and learning about each other, stuff that we probably didn't even know. And learning the many aspects of having a podcast, including the business portions and so on and so forth.
Right.
How you feel, girl? Because I know you got some feelings in it. How you feel about this?
I mean, it is very much a bittersweet situation. I'm very proud of us because what we did was motherfucking that. I will say that.
Listen,
we did that. It's just I'm just really proud of us. I really am. Over everything, I'm just truly proud, especially of myself, because y'all know what I talked about in one of the last episodes, how I was college hopping, and I low-key have commitment issues. And once it gets too good or once shit fuck up, I be like, you know what, fuck it. Peace. It's time for me to go. But even with a lot of the mess ups that we have, even with a lot of rescheduling, even with, people last minute dropping out of episodes, it never...
A whole hurricane knocked the lights out at the studio.
It never deterred me or made me be like, you know what? Just stop. Right. Just stop.
Right.
But, we're here. Episode 25, the last episode of season 1. And we just gonna hop on into it. So with that being said, what are your top 5 episodes?
Man, because considering we had 25 episodes, I had to really dig down deep and find and really figure out my top 5. Of course, my top 1, my top 2, and this one ain't number 2. Is the Larry Had a Little Scam. That was the absolute funniest episode because it was so much mess. We're gonna let y'all in on a little secret. That episode wasn't planned at all. That was never on our schedule.
We had to record that episode twice,
right?
Because the first time it did not record like it was supposed to. But yes. Yeah, that episode, the Larry Had a Little Scam episode, y'all, that was not a planned episode. And like B said, we had to do that episode 2 times. And that was a very impromptu episode. That was probably my first favorite. I was so pissed a week, y'all. We cut up so bad. I watched them the lives that we did after we did that show. Yo. a mess.
Like y'all must really like that episode too because y'all streamed it like buku times.
That's because they knew that was a hot fucking mess. Larry was down bad. They knew that. They was on our page.
Yeah, because they got like we had random people from Twitter like telling us, people that didn't follow the show at first or was vaguely keeping up, was like hitting us up on Twitter and was like, man, that episode was flames. And it's like, wait, you listen to that? You listen to the other ones too? And then they started listening to the other ones after Larry had a little scam, which we're cool with.
As long as you listen, baby.
Yeah.
As long as you listen.
And my second favorite episode, I was probably the Let's Talk About Sex when we had Dub on there. Like that was a good episode. That was very informative, on his part, giving us a male perspective. Because a lot of times, I want to know what an intelligent male
has to fucking say.
Right. And it's not just, from a woman's perspective.
Right.
So that was probably my second favorite. It was fun. And,
I agree.
And Dub, we're going to have to get Dub back on another episode. We definitely
do a part 2 to that.
Yes, that has to happen. My third episode was when we had Megan and Franklin, our nephew Franklin.
Hey, y'all.
Yeah, so another secret of that episode was Megan actually had to bring Franklin to the studio with us.
Right. But he was good for the most part.
He was. Like Franklin had his little headphones on and his little iPad and he was on it. He didn't make not one sound. And Megan was able to, joce with us and all of that.
Right.
Shout out to Megan and nephew Franklin.
Hello.
I hope Franklin is doing good in school. Because I think Megan said Franklin went back to school or whatever. But that was my other favorite episode because we got to share like our love for this place, the traditions, the people, the hospitality, and just really joke about this beautiful place.
I heard that the ugly house was sold finally.
Girl, yeah, I be watching. Girl, Megan posted a video, and the man actually kind of cute.
Mm-hmm.
He nice. She said,
"I see, girl. I see."
But that house still ugly though.
It is. Hopefully, do something with it.
I hope he do fix it up, child. She said he was sitting on the porch one day, and she was just scoping him out. He seemed all right. I drove by the house I think shortly after we had that episode to really just realize it really was ugly. Considering at the time I used to live down the street from the house, so I'm like, I guess I never really paid attention, but I knew it was ugly because the other house on the same block was ugly.
Just a block filled with ugly houses? That's what you're trying to say?
That's
what it sounds like to me.
By the showcase and all of it. And my fourth episode, my fourth favorite is probably the Friends with Benefits episode because that one was
a funny one too.
That was a big dose for real.
Even though LY got on my nerves, that was a funny one too.
If y'all could have just seen, if y'all ever watched some videos and I'm just sitting between the two of them and I'm just like, these two niggas just... It was a good time now. It was a good time.
It was a good time, but that is literally our relationship.
But y'all just being stuck in the middle between these two fools, and then she looking at him and he looking at her, and then they going back and forth, and then my head going. The next time we have LY on, if we do, I'm not sitting between y'all again.
That's all
I almost gave myself whiplash.
I'm surprised you didn't get whiplash.
Just. You looking at him, and then he
be saying some shit purposely to try to get under your skin. I be like, nah,
I could tell,
nigga, you smart. Now, don't be coming up here with that dumb ass shit. Well, I gotta speak for. We're not talking about them. We're not talking about those.
We asking you.
Shit.
Shout out to LY, aka Mr. Buddy.
Yeah, okay. Make sure you get his plates and shit. He be selling tacos.
That shit look good. I'm gonna have to buy it from him one time.
Yeah,
he sell fish plates on Friday, huh? Because it's Lynn. I got to get my fish.
He might have fish plates. I'm not sure.
I'm gonna have to check his stores out.
Lobster and shrimp and pasta. His pasta be rolling, y'all. So definitely check out his pasta. What is it called? The Big Kitchen. The Big Kitchen on Instagram. Mm-hmm. Check him out.
That shit do be looking good though.
Mm-hmm.
And my last favorite episode was probably the We Love College episode. And I think I like that episode because I don't think I really over the years have dealt with how I felt about the school I went to and the times that we had. I think I just never really just,
Right. You just went there and left it there.
Yeah. And I found some old pictures on Facebook from like at least over a decade ago when I had blonde hair and was at football games in a sea of like buku white people. And then I found this picture of like Colonel Reb and just a lot of stuff. And I was just like, and in that moment, I was forced to deal with how I really felt about my college experience. And I think that show that was good for that.
Yeah.
And I was able to verbalize the heaviness that I couldn't verbalize then over a decade ago that I could now because now I know how I feel about it.
Right.
And we both got to laugh and recount our memories, the good times, especially
or the lack thereof.
With the college hopping.
Girl, yes.
But what's your favorite episodes? I want to know because I'm favorite so episodes.
Okay, so I have so my first one, well, they're not in any particular order. I'm just, I just kind of wrote them down. So one of my first ones is the We Are Healing episode. Mm-hmm. That was a really good one. Because we touched on a lot of our own shit. And I don't know. I know for me, that was my first time really speaking on, like, I've spoke about some of the things here and there, but that was my first time really like sharing it with more than just my close friends.
Right.
So that was a good one. The next one is We Are Adulting.
That one was funny too. I keep forgetting about that one. That one was mad funny because we was really talking about all the shit that ails us now.
The ghetto, okay?
Oh my God.
De La Ghetto. For right real? Up under the bridge. Don't forget, y'all. Don't forget, y'all might catch me under the bridge. You never know.
As soon as it's safe to go back outside, oh yeah. Look, they be having them smokers out there. You might catch me out there.
Yes, child. So another one is the We're Letting Go episode. That was a good one because I'm always for and about letting past shit go, letting go of all that shit that be holding you down. I'm all for that. The other one is the We Need Each Other episode. That's when we had Goldie on with Nola Black Wall Street. That one was a good one because y'all know I love everything Black. I be trying to give us all the information that we can about our own shit. And then my last two, so I have 6 and now 5 because I had to put a question mark by it. But I really love all of our episodes. But these last 2, they are like near and dear to my heart because this is like stuff that I deal with on a daily. So one, the We're Talking About Sex episode with Dub, that was a good one for sure. And then the other one is We're Tired of Dating Standards with Tiff. The dating one was very much necessary. And I feel like we should do a part 2 to that one as well.
I agree.
Because we definitely hit on some shit. And I would like to have a guy on the next time we go into this conversation because I know there are some things that us women didn't touch on or we just don't know about because we're not a nigga. We ain't slinging dicks around here. We just trying to catch them. So don't look like that.
Y'all, if y'all could see my face, I mean, that's catchy as hell what you said, but it's true. Like, we not slinging the dicks. We just catching them.
Yeah. So, I would like to sit down and just have that discussion with a guy about dating and where they stand. And I don't want to have a conversation with a guy whose first remark or answer to dating is that all these women, all they want is what's in my pocket. All they want is my money. No, bitch. Try again. This is not I'm gonna need you to stop messing with little girls, and I'm gonna need you to understand the conversation goes way deeper than what's in your pockets.
Right. As we discovered on the relationship episode, that's what I'm gonna amend mine too. Then that's my other favorite episode is the relationship.
I'm surprised you didn't say that one. I thought you were gonna say that one because that was one of my top ones too.
Really?
That's in my top 10. Yes.
So yeah, like. The relationship episode, the one we just did recently, like not just because my boyfriend was on here, but because he's a very wise person.
And he dropped a lot of fucking gems.
He really did. He really did. And so that was a window into our basic relationship. You know, just us sitting here talking, that's how we communicate. Like that's our relationship pretty much. And, he give his honest opinion on, a lot of things. And I value his opinion. So that was another one of my favorites. Another one was probably, I'm gonna go ahead and add another one. Another one was probably the We Are Creatives episode.
Yeah, that was a good one too.
And you know what's funny about that episode? A lot of things we said came back out recently with the Be Simone shit.
Oh.
All I could think about was that whole little portion in that episode
about her copycat
about her, and then oddly enough, she said some stupid shit, and of course the man agreed with her, and then she got drugged again. I would go in the hide now, so I wouldn't say nothing else.
Honestly, I don't even really know what she said.
Some dumb shit that most of the niggas agreed with, and all the ladies was looking at her like, "Bitch, get."
I wish I could expound more.
You don't know, but
I really
no, you don't.
I like to give people a chance.
Bitch, that shit was stupid.
Okay, well, Dom said I don't need to listen to it, so I don't need to listen to it.
I listened to it for probably maybe 25 seconds because the video probably like maybe a minute and something long of her just talking loud as usual.
Is it just her voice that like aggravates you? Because I know her voice.
No, in that particular video, the message she was giving and her voice just double tagging.
Oh.
And I was like, girl, shut up. Nobody asked her. Like, you are not like a relationship guru. Like, nobody asked you shit. Shut up. After you done made this obituary from Rhodes, girl, and people spent $30 shipping and handling all of that for you, and you done stole shit from, I wouldn't say shit else. You couldn't get a peep from me. I will keep my fucking mouth closed, bitch, because every time I say something stupid after that, I'm going to get drugged for it. I ain't got time for that. I would have shut up.
Girl, well, Be Simone, I hope that you learn. Maybe you need to just shut up. Shut it up, please.
They told her on Twitter, so hopefully she'll just shut up for a while. And that episode is also funny, not because of her, but funny because you talking about that lady at the Carrollton Shopping Center.
She is a creative.
I could not breathe, y'all.
She's not even over there no more. Her family, I don't know where they at, but they gone. They have.
I seen a pregnant girl on Carrollton and Claiborne one day by the RTA.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's them or not, but the girl looked pregnant.
I haven't seen
by the Walgreens right there.
Yeah, I haven't seen them. I haven't seen them at all. The only people I see over there now is this black man and this skinny white man. They like rotate or whatever, but I haven't been seeing my girl.
That episode was so funny to me. I know we was being serious when we was talking about finding your niche. And I didn't realize I really said something when I said you got to be committed to your niche. If it's scamming, you got to be committed.
You got to be committed to it.
Boy, y'all probably heard me like suffocating behind the mic that day when she started talking about that lady. She couldn't even get it out good. And I was sitting there like, I was in tears, y'all, because I was just like, this girl really made this full circle of this lady scamming for like forever. And brought it around.
I'm trying to tell you, baby, that's just what it is.
The toxic episode was pretty good too, though, because then I got to say stuff, and I'd be laughing every time I listen to that one.
That was a good one too. Like I said, we had a lot of good episodes.
We do.
I would have to say all of our episodes hit. Like all of them hit, and
they do.
It really just depends on what you needed to hear at the time. But every episode that we've done, we've been so authentic about it. We've spoken from experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we say some funny shit, not intentionally, but we say some shit, but it's all like coming from a good place. Like we saying shit that we know.
Right.
And that's why I truly enjoy our podcast, because it's not like we're trying to preach to people or give people or try to feed people a message. It's just us literally just josing about different topics, about things that we've dealt with, about things we might have to go through, like whatever the case may be. I truly enjoy what we've been doing. And even in us doing this, I've learned a lot of shit as well.
Right.
So, I already knew this prior to coming onto this podcast, but it definitely came out more, and it makes me want to be more aware of how I speak, but my speech impediment. Because I start the stuttering and shit, and I get tongue twisted. So I'm learning how to do better on the mic, how to take my time and speak and not, get tongue tripped up. Okay. Right. I've learned that I am way more vulnerable than I thought.
You are.
I really am. And that was something I've always been working on because, I know I can come off a little harsh sometimes, but I'm way more vulnerable than I thought. And I'm also capable of consistency since what I said before.
Man, every week we've been in
every fucking week.
Every week, whenever we can get it. After because we do have real jobs, y'all. So right. after our real jobs, we give to our jobs our responsibility. This is also our responsibility. This is our baby. So every week we've been in here every week, with the exception of when the storm came back in October.
But we never missed a week. Though.
Yeah, we didn't. Even though we was doing them at home, like we kind of made the house a home studio when we couldn't get to the studio because the lights was out or somebody was,
sick or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, or we couldn't get to the studio because somebody else was in there. Like
we made it happen, and I must say, this has to be the longest running project or personal project that I have done where I didn't take a break in the middle of it.
I agree because this actually, with the consistency, this actually forced me to like follow through with these ideas. Mm-hmm. And then, I learned more about you. Like I knew stuff about you, but it's some in-depth stuff that you don't tell everybody.
Right.
Because you feel like either A, they're going to judge you, or B, I just not opening up, know? Because I don't judge, but we learned a lot of stuff about each other, like for real. Like there's a lot of stuff B didn't know about me, a lot of insecurities or a lot of vulnerabilities that I actually were able to let go because of said show. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times I didn't know that we was actually teaching to or preaching to you hoes, as B said. And we've been actually getting through it. Like people been, contacting us like, either DMs or on Twitter or, our friends or different people that know us but don't know a lot of things that we've been through. Like, damn. I feel that. Y'all are helping me. And it's like, it's crazy. But I believe we really manifested something that at least took us, even through a pan P to fine tune. Thank God for I can't even say, aside from, a lot of things that happened, death and all of that with this thing, it really gave us time to fine tune, especially with us not being at our real jobs.
Right.
And that took a lot of time. And like B said, we've been in here consistently every week. Even though we got stuff commitments we have to do for our jobs, we still been in here every week, busting our ass, doing marketing. And that's another thing, marketing, the business side of starting and maintaining a podcast.
Girl.
The social media side with, figuring out our audience and, how our streams and how many streams we got for this episode and how to keep people interested through the release of every episode every week.
And that's something we're still working on, but over time it has gotten better. But we do understand that being consistent, it helps a lot when you stay authentic to who you are. It makes it easier. And then with all of that, I feel like with us creating this platform for ourselves, it allowed us to really embrace our own power and really see ourselves in a whole new light, in a light that we've probably been running after for a long time and just didn't realize.
Either running from.
Right. Running from that we know's been there. And now we're really like, okay, let's embrace this shit. Let's fall in his power. Let's, receive it and give this shit out like we're supposed to.
Right. Cause I ain't gonna lie. You ask for something, like we said in the manifesting episode, and intentions, you ask for something. It may not come the picture perfect way that you thought it was going to happen, but it's going to come. It's gonna come. And this show is proof of that.
Right. It's going to come exactly how you need it to come.
And this show is exactly proof of all of that. Like we really wrote down the goals for this show. Like a lot of people, no tea, no shade. A lot of people start a podcast. A lot of people have started a podcast because of the personal paying pizza.
Yes.
And they didn't really fine tune it. They didn't really think about the pros, the
Or they didn't stick
cons,
to it at
or
all.
they didn't stick to it, or they didn't have a real structure. And because like anybody personally that knows B like I do, and B knows me as well, like our work ethics, like we can't shortchange it.
Right.
We were not gonna half-ass this show.
Not at all.
Not at all. Like we do monologues every week. We email them back and forth to each other. And we make sure, we on the right page as far as how the episodes go, what we're going to talk about, the examples we're going to use,
right.
Different ways that we can promote, like learn about promo. That's another thing I learned about the show. And as a person like me who's an introvert, I can't even lie, y'all. I used to hate being on camera. Like them motivational Mondays y'all be seeing. I used to hate doing them at first because I didn't have a ring light until I had to start. Till we decided that, there were some things we need to do to bring up our streams and get and build our audience and build our followers. It's a lot more stuff. Like it's a true investment.
It is
in more ways than just the financial.
And what's crazy is that we both, neither one of us like to be on camera at all. And like if we could just stick to writing, not even being on a mic, if we could just stick to writing, we would have been fine. But we had to be on a fucking mic and be in front of a camera.
And then on YouTube, and then we made the pictures. YouTube. Oh my God, nigga.
Baby, when I tell you we have stepped outside of our own box.
For real.
With doing this podcast, baby, we have stepped out of it. But it's becoming easier. Like it's not as bad as we thought it was. It's just having to show up for yourself.
Yeah.
And then realize
and then show up for each other because it's your partner.
Right. And realize like, bitch, we can do this. We could do this.
This has actually been like a relief. Like it's grown into like a relief.
Right.
Like y'all, sometimes I know y'all probably have seen our YouTube videos and I'm in here fresh off of work coming to the studio.
Baby, we be looking like we just rolled out the bed sometimes.
Or just, from a stressful ass day. This actually was like stressless. A lot of afternoons when we come in here for me, leaving, of course, as the season has went on, I finally decided I was going to tell y'all what my job was. Because for a minute, I wasn't going to tell y'all what my job was because I don't need people in my business talking about, oh, you a teacher and you talk like that.
Yes, I am.
Teachers are people too, okay?
I am.
Yes. But a lot of times coming in here to record was like the least stressful part of my day. And I realized, like B said, the writing, if we could just do the writing, that would be great. But no, this really forced us to become comfortable with using our voices to reach people, not knowing we was reaching buku people and, using all of our talents.
Right.
And trusting each other and trusting ourselves to step outside the box. Like on the motivational Mondays, I turn that ring light on and I be sitting in my pajamas sometimes. That's what y'all gonna get. But I got to do a little bit. Look, I'll even put a little moisturizer on, especially the days when I'm off from work, like a Monday where we got like a holiday or something.
Right.
I be rested because I slept good. I'm not in a rush. I'm not, doing 5 million things in the morning, trying to work out, trying to make coffee, trying to eat a little breakfast, get a smoothie.
Right.
And I could tell the difference on a lot of the videos of, where my head was in that morning. And like, one thing that I've learned to do is with writing, things like our messages that we give y'all, like T to B says, or the motivational Mondays. Some of that shit don't come until right before.
Hello. Yeah.
Yep. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like a lot of stuff, or either like I know videos y'all done seen me in the car on the way to work. Some of that shit don't hit till right before we gotta do it, and that's just the message that. And it's not like we rushing or we put it like together.
But sometimes it's hard trying to think of something or what to say ahead of time. Like, girl,
right?
What message needs to be given?
And then. Sometimes it just come. Like one thing that I've been doing is like with the motivational Mondays is just asking. Like even when the show started, before we started recording and then realized we was on video, I asked, one of the things that I wanted to manifest was, or the intention behind the show was to be a vessel.
Right.
Not knowing that that's A, my job already, and B, this show.
Exactly. Yep.
And a lot of the times the messages that we give, sometimes we don't have nothing. And then we just be like, okay, we let go and we clear everything else that might be bothering or hindering our brain from thinking clearly or creating. And we one thing we don't like to do is this superficial shit. Like we don't like to do that. We like to give y'all the real every episode. We don't like to make things harder than they have to be, or we like to just be ourselves, and that's what y'all get. And
right.
we know that y'all love it, especially some of the episodes we had a lot of listeners, or just the response we get from different people that listen to the show.
Yes. And with that being said, like, we definitely appreciate every last single one of y'all that tune in, that catch up, that responds, that
retweet, right, all
gives
of
their input, their likes, they shares, that anything that concerns this show, that y'all give love to. We are so thankful for. We are so appreciative, and we just hope that y'all continuously show us the love and give us ideas. Share some things with us. Let us know what you want to hear. Let us know if you even want to be on the show.
Right. We are welcome to have guests on the show.
We are very much welcome, but please don't come on this show thinking. Please do not come on this show thinking you're gonna be an ass or act the ass. Because if I don't think you have something to share, bitch, you won't be on the show. Okay? And you can ask people that have already asked, and I politely decline.
I've actually seen this happen in real time.
Okay, I've politely declined. We like to have people on the show, but please come on the show with something to give. Don't come on here thinking you about to be on 106 in Park, or you
or the
9 o'clock
Crops.
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing this. No, this is a platform for real life free thinkers, for motivators, for people that just need need to share words of wisdom or want to get a deeper understanding of some shit. This is what this is about. Okay. This is not for you and for you to get a little hype. It's not for you to get a little clout. Because guess what? We are not a clout chasing show. We don't do popularity. Absolutely, we don't do that. Not. We just do us. So if you can't do us, don't come over here thinking you could do us. Okay.
Right. And on that note, have somebody say, "Oh, I listened to your little show," in a roundabout ass way. I listened to your little show. You always think you got to give your 2 cents. Well, thank you, baby, for that stream. I sure appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.
But we appreciate y'all. We thank y'all for loving our baby as much as, because this is our child. Like we really did a lot to make this happen. This is over a year and a half in the making.
Yeah.
And to think this year, like we said in the first episode, this year really started off from us being at happy hour.
Right. And we ain't been in happy hour in a while, y'all. This has been our happy hour.
For real. Yeah, we done had buku beverages
for real
during this show.
Okay. But yes, with all of that being said, I don't know if we mentioned it already, but just so y'all will know, Rum Punch and Beignets will be taking a brief break, which is very necessary for our sanity, for our content that we would like to bring to y'all, just for the sake of making sure we keep everything authentic and we make sure that we are allowing this show to grow. But with us taking this break, there will be a lot of things to come, and we'll also be doing things in the meantime, such as giveaways every month. We still got giveaways. We actually will have a giveaway for our season finale that will be awarding on Friday, which is February 26th. Yes. So we will be doing a giveaway then, and then every month after that we'll be doing a giveaway until we come back. We'll still be doing the Motivational Mondays, still be doing TDB says. I'll still be doing reviews.
We'll still be doing beignets.
Yeah, we'll be doing a lot of other little things as well. And then we probably will be doing some of our own personal projects in the meantime until it's time to start back recording.
Right.
And with that being said, we will always be looking for topics. So share along. Like I said, if you are interested, if you feel you have something to say, like something real to say, please hit us up. Hit us up on our line, hit us up on our social media, whatever the case may be, hit us up and see about getting on there. If y'all want to collab with us on something, let us know.
We don't mind working with people.
Yeah.
And like, speaking of season 2, what are some of your hopes for season 2?
Oh, well, of course, it's more discussions. I definitely want to revisit some topics we've already talked about. Want to dive into some new things. I really want to do or will have more guests on the show and or do more interviews. I really just want us to continue to build this brand in the best light, in the best way, and just go as far as this should take us. Honestly,
I agree.
Go as far as this should take us.
My hopes for the show, for season 2 rather, to grow bigger. I already feel like we're on that path to grow bigger. We're putting in the work. We're trying to expand and do things a little different for season 2.
Right.
Different vibes, different topics. Different ways of creating content for the show, to reach the same, to keep our audience that we currently have, but to branch out and reach different audiences.
Right.
And to keep learning the ins and outs of the technicalities of recording and, promotion and making better fine-tuned content.
Right.
Those are really my only hopes for season 2, to be honest. I feel like we're gonna hit those because, the type of people we are, we've already done so much with season 1. I just feel like the only way to go is up.
Yes. And also I would love for us to, like I said, collaborate with more platforms and other brands as well. Because I mean our aesthetic, our message is pretty clear across the board. Like, y'all know we are here for the authentic joce. We are here for us. We are that sounding board for people to find things that relate to them, to be able to get information or to be able just to feel heard and seen. And we would love to talk to more people, collaborate with more people, just link with more people that are on the same wavelength as us, and connect with people that understand and get us. And just know that at any given moment, you will get the truth at all times.
Yes.
You'll get a big ass joce. You heard me?
All the time.
And you'll always feel love. You'll always feel welcome anytime we're in the room.
Yes. Hopefully, hopefully with this year, hopefully the pandemic, I'm gonna get serious, okay? Instead of calling it everything else but a pandemic. Hopefully the pandemic will be over maybe by the fall or the winter, and we can do like a meet and greet with y'all, because we really would love to meet a bunch of y'all.
Right.
We really would love to just kick it with y'all, because we were really hoping that the pandemic was gonna be over by the time Mardi Gras hit.
Yeah, because we had big plans for Mardi Gras.
We really did. We was trying to do something then, but we really hope that this thing is over by the fall, so things can kind of get back to normal, so we can see y'all and visit with y'all and joke with y'all and cut up with y'all and laugh and all of that, and really just show y'all some love, because y'all really been doing it for us these 25 episodes. And on that note, with the pandemic, please wear y'all masks. Please, wash your hands. Please. We say this just about every episode now, but please, we know the infection rate going down. Well, please just let's keep going. Let's keep it going down. And wash your hands, wear your mask. If you ain't gotta go, don't go. Just stay safe if you can. Get vaccinated. I know for a minute I toyed with not getting vaccinated only because of distrust in the government
right,
and healthcare. But, you know, as a teacher, somebody whose job is in direct influence with others, it's in my best interest to get vaccinated. So if you can, get vaccinated so we can go back to normal. Cause I'm at this point where I'm gonna be vulnerable with y'all. I'm tired of this shit. Okay. I'm tired of wearing masks. I'm tired of overthinking when I go somewhere. Like, okay, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. One time we went out for drinks recently and I was overthinking like a motherfucker for 3 days. I Clorox wiped, sanitized every fucking thing that I had on, washed everything I wore that night with hot water.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
Y'all, let's do better. We getting better, but we almost there. But come on, we come on, so we can have this year not a complete wash, so we could get with y'all and have a good time.
Exactly.
Without thinking about 5 million things that we touched and who touched us and all of that. I'm tired of that.
Amen. And with that being said, like we said, y'all, this is the last episode for a little while. Just make sure that you guys keep in touch with us via Instagram and Twitter or at RPB_podcast. I don't know about you, Don, but I'm going on a personal Instagram and Twitter break. So y'all probably will not see me for the next month and some change. But if you want to get in contact with me, y'all can find me on RPB_podcast. Also,
I'm gonna finish our Black History Month on our page though, because we've been rolling with the Black History.
Yeah, you know, that's almost over too. So
but after that, yeah, I think I'm gonna go into hibernation also because I'm tired.
Okay. Yes, and y'all can always catch us on the website. We will be redoing the website soon, but y'all can get on there now. Y'all can always email us at rpandandbpodcast@gmail.com. Make sure y'all check out all of our written content on Boot Crew Media. That's BOOTKREWE media.com. What else?
Listen to the whole while we on a break.
Yeah,
listen to the whole roster of Boot Crew Media podcast. We got Sports Overtime. We got the Girls Room. Definitely check them out. What other shows there?
Y'all, we got like 30 different thousand podcasts on Boot Crew Media. Just go on there, find what you like, and let them know that your favorite teedies sent you.
Yeah, check out the box because they talk about LSU if that's your thing. Check out all the
Pelicans.
Yeah, Pels talk. Right. Yeah, check all of that out.
All of that, and even in the meantime, y'all, if y'all haven't caught up on all of our episodes, you got 25 of them. Take your time, baby.
Yeah, if you're behind, this is a perfect time to catch up.
You got time because we probably won't be back for a couple of months.
And if you want to joce and laugh for one more time, just go through the whole list one more time.
Okay. And like we said, you can always catch us on different social medias platforms and through email. Is there anything else you wanted to let the people know?
Stay wealthy. I mean, wealthy.
Yeah,
stay wealthy,
healthy,
stay healthy. Stay well, stay safe,
stay blessed.
Yes, and we'll catch y'all in a few months for season 2, and we love y'all forever.
We love y'all. Peace.